Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before introduce, my name Anissa Devi Rahmawati. I'm currently studying at Pamulang University. Sharing with me. Okay, come on. Previously, for Mr. Rahman Faisal as SMM, I apologize if there is a mistake in the pronunciation of good words. Please understand, sir. Okay. After graduating from high school, I started looking for a job. And now I'm working in the office I want. I work at BSD Silent Divers Dive Center as a staff admin. Then I was confused about whether I wanted to continue studying or not. Okay. So my parents and close friends suggest that I go to college. Meet Pamulang University. I took an employed class with a very flexible time. And finally, I'm now in semester 2. I think it's very balanced. If I work while studying, I get an education and can also make money. Alright, my goal is to continue to the college level because I want to continue my education and gain knowledge. I want to learn how to become a manager. Open up business opportunities on stocks and invest for the future. Therefore, I major in management at the Pamulang University campus. Pamulang University has a very good educational environment. During my study here, I have a friendship environment that helps each other, support each other, even though we meet once a week. But in terms of communication, is always good. I learn a lot from lecture to other friends, and it turned out that there are a lot of great people here. Some even work as HRD, take care of passport, work in the government, and many others. Perfect, alright? Pamulang University also has a learning system by learning because I took employee class. This learning is very helpful for me and all my friends in learning lecture. In learning, we often discuss with the lecturer, right? Of course, having a technology-based system, you can also meet face-to-face with the lecturer. Which I said earlier, once a week we can meet face-to-face. If friends here who work are interested in continuing their education, they can take a lecture here. Check NCS employee class jika for Thursday class and CS for Saturday class. There are regular A, they are there are regular A and B. But usually this is for those who don't work. Our university also has a very affordable cost. There is no danger a reason out there not to go to college because of the economic gap. Very cheap, but the learning is worth it at the other universities. Many people ask, if you study at Pamulang University, will it be easy to find a job after graduation? This question is very wrong because the university does not provide guarantees. But we ourselves determine what and what we want to be in the future. Seeking knowledge anywhere is the same as long as we are serious about it. There are many successful Pamulang University graduates out there. As I said earlier, don't worry. After graduating, many of my friends can decide to be successful because they have cool jobs. My message: a degree is not a guarantee of success. It is our choice and efforts that will lead us to our dreams. But with a degree and determination and effort, good willing, it will be easier for us to achieve our goals. Amen. Okay, so before I wrap up, I want to share a story about Sarah, that is a journey through university and the power of environmental education. Okay, Sarah was an ambitious teenager from a small town in West Java, Indonesia. She grew up in a supportive family, but like many young people in her town, her view of the world was limited. She'd only seen a few cities outside her town and knew little about what lay beyond the daily life she was familiar with. But Sarah had big dreams. She wanted to make a difference, not just in her town, but in the world. Her family did not have much money, so she worked hard in high school, determined to earn a scholarship to study at a top university. After months of late night study session and focused education, Sarah had work paid off. She was accepted into a well-regarded university in the city, receiving a scholarship that covered her tuition. The excitement of moving to the city filled her with both hope and nerves, as she knew it would be a huge change from her small town. With her bags packed, Sarah took the bus to Jakarta, dreaming of the independence and opportunity that awaited her. The first few months at university were thrilling but challenging. There was so much to adjust to: the fast-paced lifestyle, the academic demands, and the export to ideas she never considered before. One of the courses she had enrolled in was an elective on environmental science. Sarah entirely chose it out of curiosity, not knowing that it would change the course of her life. In her environmental science class, Sarah learned about the pressing environmental issue facing the planet: deforestation, climate change, plastic pollution, and the loss of biodiversity. Her professor, a passionate advocate for conservation, so the class taking images and documentaries of devastated rainforests and polluted oceans. Sarah was deeply moved. She began to realize that these issues were not just abstract global problems, but were affecting her own country and, more personally, her hometown, where the forests were slowly disappearing and rivers were growing more polluted. During this time, Sarah became close friend with her classmate Dina, who shared her concerns. Together, they joined the university's environmental club, where they organized a campaign to raise awareness about issues like plastic waste and climate change. They started a petition to reduce single-use plastic on campus, arranged recycling drivers, and conducted workshops on how students could make more eco-friendly use. These activities helped Sarah find a sense of purpose and direction, and she began to consider how she could use her education to make an impact. One summer, Sarah and Dina decided to organize a field trip to her hometown to conduct a survey about environmental awareness. With the support to their professor, they invited older students and arranged workshops to educate the local community about sustainability and conservation. The experience was eye-opening for both Sarah and her classmates. Many of the local residents were unaware of the harmful effects of everyday habits, like burning waste or using excessive plastic. The trip reflected Sarah's desire to bring change not only to her town, but to similar communities that were facing that issue. By her third year, Sarah had become an environmental science major and was working on her thesis about the impact of plastic waste on local river systems. She conducted field research in various areas, collecting samples and data to understand how pollution was affecting water quality and biodiversity. Her thesis findings showed significant contamination levels in several rivers, even those in rural areas, and highlight the need for better waste management solutions. Her research gained recognition from the faculty, and Sarah was invited to present her findings at a university conference, a proud moment she would never forget. Sarah's dedication 2. Environmental education did not go unnoticed. She was selected to join an international environmental summit where she met students and activists from around the world. They shared their challenge and success, and she was inspired by their stories of fighting for cleaner rivers, sustainable farming, and conservation. Sarah felt more motivated than ever to bring these ideas back to Indonesia and apply them in a way that could make a difference. By her final year, Sarah's passion for environmental activism had influenced her campus and her community. Good job. Her environmental club had grown, drawing in students from all major, and they launched the Green University Initiative, a project aimed at making her campus a model of sustainability. They introduced waste separation bins, set up a community garden, and worked with the administration to implement eco-friendly policies like reducing electricity usage in common areas and promoting reusable containers in the cafeteria. Upon graduating, Sarah returned to her hometown with a degree in environmental science and a heart full of ambition. She took up a position with a local NGO dedicated to environmental conservation, where she could apply her skill and continue her work educating people about sustainable practice. Her first major project was to help implement waste management programs in local schools, teaching children how to sort waste, compost, and reduce plastic use. Over the years, Sarah's influence grew as she worked tirelessly to build a network of community leaders and youth volunteers. She organized clean up the drivers, planted trees, and created a recycling program that became a model for neighboring towns. Her effort did not just improve the local environment, they also empowered people to take action and understand their role in protecting the planet. Today, Sarah Twin has cleaner streets, more green space, and a community that care deeply about the environment. Sarah's story shows how education can open doors and inspire change, reminding us that a single person's dedication, fueled by knowledge and compassion, can truly make a difference. Message from Sarah's story. This one, education after grading. Sarah education when beyond a career path, it equipped her to contribute meaningfully to her community. Purposeful postgraduate education can create real change at a local level. Number 2, environmental education. Environmental education is responsibility toward nature. Sarah shows that awareness can start small and have a big impact, inspiring others to protect the environment. Okay. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.